Alright, this is our video on slingshots or slingbows. Now, I have here a variety of the ammunitions you can use for your slingshot. Everything from glass marbles to quarter-inch steel to I have a little larger steel here. Ammunition is very, very inexpensive for slingshots. You can use rocks, no problem. They are very inexpensive to manufacture if you want to make your own. Any kind of elastic or band can be used to repair or make them from scratch. There are lots of options out there. Slingshot Forum actually has a ton of information on how to make your own, including free designs and plans. So definitely something if you like do it yourself. 101 options, no question about that. Now this is a manufactured slingshot. I decided to go fairly easy and simple. This one is made by TrueMark. Very, very high quality. I prefer tubes over flat bands, mostly due to longevity. You can usually get 700 plus to 1,000 plus out of one set of tubes. Also, they're very inexpensive to replace. You get into flat bands and things like that, it can be less expensive, though they tend to wear out a little faster. Some people prefer them. I just go with the simple model for myself. Now, this actually has a homemade arrow rest on it. I just cut out of a fairly flexible plastic. I wrapped with electrical tape and actually heated the edges here so there were no rough edges to catch on any arrows. And it works pretty well. I'm not going to say it's as powerful as a full bow, but could definitely be used for hunting small to medium game or light bow fishing. But it gives me a versatility out of my slingshot that I just can't get out of a lot of other options. So I can shoot normal ammunition or arrows out of it, and that's just very, very nice to have. Now, pros to a slingshot over some of the other methods. Small, very compact. In fact, they pack up. If I can get it apart right now. They actually pack up very, very nicely. There we go. You can also store ammunition inside of them. So you can keep both your ammo and the slingshot very compact in, say, a bug out bag or in your trunk or something like that, to where they're very easy to pack with you. So that's definitely a big pro. The ammunition options, also a pro. This is probably my most recommended for, say, a bug out bag or that, because of how small it is and the options you have with it. Very easy to practice. When you set up a target for it, the ammunition is recycled. You have it catch the ammunition, and so it doesn't really cost anything to practice once you get your little target set up. They can run expensive. They have slingshots that run a whole lot of money, and ones, like I said, like this one that are, I think I got this one for $6, $7. So this would be a heavier set of bands if you want to make it more powerful, but that also makes it a little harder to hold your bands for your target, just like if you had a standard bow cocked back with 30 or 40 pound pull. That can be a little more wearisome. A lot of the people that hunt with the flat bands, things like that, prefer the lighter weight because it's not always about the weight, it's more about the whippiness of the elastic material. And so a few different rules apply there, to where you want to be able to hold it longer to take more time with your shot, particularly for hunting small game, because you want to be a very clean shot and shooting a very small object at a very small target. So being able to take your time can be very, very helpful. But definitely one of the things I recommend, probably, like I said, one of my preferred for packing in a bag, and just proven effectiveness. Now, the one downside to a slingshot is that elastic band. If that breaks, you are kind of SOL. There's lots of materials out there that you can improvise them with. Like I said, even common rubber bands you can chain together to make a very powerful slingshot. But if you're out in the middle of nowhere and your band snaps, that's it. It's also why I recommend always having a couple spares with you. They don't take up a lot of room, they don't weigh a lot, and like I said, they can be used for several hundred shots. So when taken care of, they can last you a very long time and provide plenty of food in hunting. So like I said, that is the one weakness, but you can counter that by just carrying a couple spares with you. And again, that doesn't take up as much room as spares, say, for like a full bow. So that's about the size of a bowstring wrapped up. But that's a lot smaller than a bow. Alright? Any comments or questions, please let me know.